Hey everybody, Bill Owen from MMPCTech.com. How you doing? I hope you've been enjoying these vlogs that I've been sharing. This is number 4, and I'll try to mix up the content with a little bit of computers, geek stuff, cars, motorcycles, just stuff that I like, and reflect a lot of my friends around here, people I know, which I find interesting. So I've got a special guest ever in the vlog, Lisa Luhu from the cosplay world, who actually a lot of my friends knew before I did, because she's been doing a lot of the big shows like BlizzCon, PAX, and Comic-Con. And I'm kind of new to watching the cosplay world, but she's actually enlightened me to more what it's about, and it's really cool. Also, I've got another build to share from our Mosquito, who we should call the Mosquito. Where the hell does he find the time to keep coming up with these builds, especially since they're built from scratch?
Hey guys, it's Mosquito from themodzoo.com, and with me today I have the most recent build that I finished. It's a home theater PC. I'm going to be using it at home, hooked up to a TV, use it for streaming movies and TV and music and all that kind of fun stuff. And it's all scratch built from mostly plywood, and then there's some quilted mahogany veneer on it and some brushed aluminum pieces that I cut out from a sheet and then used sandpaper to give the nice brushed effect to it. And inside, what I have is one of the AMD AM1 processors, the 5350 on an MSI motherboard. And since I can't leave well enough alone, I decided, even though it's a 25 watt processor, let's go ahead and water cool it, because that's just the way I like to do things. So for the loop, what I have is an XSPC Photon D5 reservoir pump combination, and that goes into the CPU block and then up to a radiator, which is the Hardware Labs Black Ice Nemesis series. It's a 160 millimeter radiator, and that's a pair of 80 millimeter fans for that 160. And then I've also got another graphics block on the graphics card. It's a low profile Radeon R7 250, just kind of another little added thing, because I originally thought about just using onboard graphics, but it just seemed a little boring inside, and it's all powered off of a 1U power supply to keep things nice and small. And then I have the SSD is inside this base portion here, along with a pair of USB 3.0 ports and some audio ports. But yeah, this was quite a fun build. If you want to see more stuff like this, there's a project log for this on themodzoo.com. There's a lot of other really cool projects on the Modzoo, and we also do hardware and computer case reviews and all kinds of fun over there. So if you have any questions or you just want to see more, come check us out at themodzoo.com.
Hey everybody, Bill Owen from MMPC Tech, and I've got a special guest today. She's from the cosplay world, and it's Lisa Luhu.
Yep.
Who recently did a photo shoot with the tribute of the Warlords of Draenor case mod that we did at MMPC Tech for Antec. And I don't have a cameraman today, so I'm just being...
This is beautiful.
Yeah, I'll just block my face out during this interview. So, I had no idea that you're in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Which is totally cool, and it was to Antec's advantage to hook us up.
That was just completely coincidental, it seemed like.
Yes.
As far as I could tell, because, yeah, I'm like one of the only... I mean, there's a huge cosplay community here in Minnesota, but when it comes to like the international scene and like traveling and all that stuff, there's only a few that I know, and I'm only like one of the only cosplay girls out there.
Wow.
At least in Minnesota, so...
Here's what amazed me is that you could change your look like a chameleon.
That is exactly what I want to do. Like, that's something like, I mean, I know that plenty of cosplayers make amazing costumes or whatever, and I know I can make better costumes. I usually rush it a little much, but my love of cosplay is changing who I am entirely to be someone else and bringing that character to life, which when you have only one face, it's a lot harder to do than you think.
Yeah, but you pulled off so well.
Thank
and then you
you.
do the colored contacts too.
Yeah, see, I started doing that right from the beginning. I have I'm not just a cosplayer, I'm also a lover of Japanese everything. So knowing that girls over there, they tend to, if they're, you know, in the modeling, they work on the circle lenses, the big lenses that make their eyes look huge. I got really into that early on and wanted to do that all the time. Now I don't wear contacts, so I just do it for cosplay.
Another thing, too, is that you're an actual PC gamer.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I just got done actually spending all weekend playing Warlords of Draenor. So I'm actually only, I say all weekend, and actually I made Gore Hollow for the photo shoot on Sunday, all day Sunday. That's all I did. So, and honestly, I only spent all day Saturday playing, so I lied.
And you shot photos outside for that.
Yeah, it was 17 degrees out. That was fun. The shoot was probably only like 20 minutes of actually like setting it up, shooting. So it wasn't too bad, but my hands, like, I don't know why, but the first thing to go cold, like really bad, are my fingers. So those...
So what games do you like playing, and do you have an account on Steam?
I do. I am... On Steam, I should be Princess Fluffy Butt. You know how you have one, like, login name, but then you have your actual, like, I think I'm Princess Fluffy Butt. I have a different login name. When it comes to Borderlands, what I love about it is that you can just, just spray, like, just shoot everything dies, you're good to go. And, like, and if you die, you get a second chance. Like, I'm just, like, I'm one of those people that, give me a game that's not easy. I do like complexity, but at the same time, I go for the story. I'm your typical girl gamer in that case, or give me a good story and I'll be fine. Which Borderlands definitely has. So.
Let me ask another question regarding PC gaming. Have you ever built your own PC, or what kind of PC do you have?
I right now have an Asus of some sort.
Asus, so it's a gaming, do you know if it's like a gaming system, or?
It's definitely okay, here's the thing, is that I've had 2 boyfriends in the past, since I was 18, so how old am I? 24. In the past 6 years that have been IT guys. So like, it's funny because I actually think I would have gotten more into like building my computers if I didn't have someone sitting right there who wanted to build mine for me. So I know a lot about it. I know...
They never offered, like, or said anything? Like.
Well, like, I mean, Nick just built his own computer. My boyfriend just built a new computer for himself. And he was like, Lisa, do you want to come over and watch me build this? And I'm like, I have a costume that I need to make by tomorrow, and I would love to, but could you wait until next week? He was like, no.
Would you have really been interested to watch
Actually,
him?
I would have. I really
because
did
you do
want to
like
know.
building stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, I really, like, it's kind of just the same thing. It's just, I'm one of those people who's just like, give me more knowledge and I'm happy.
Right.
I was homeschooled, so like and I taught myself. So it was kind of like one of those things that's just built into me to be like, more knowledge? Okay, that sounds great.
Okay, that's
so,
cool.
yeah, I think I would have had a blast learning. It just was one of those circumstances where it's like, what's more important, cosplay or computers? And in my life, cosplay wins right now.
Yeah,
but I'm kind of learning more, especially with Nick. I love to learn. He loves to teach. So pretty soon here, probably within the next few months, I'll be building a new computer for myself. Because I've had the same one for probably 4 years.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've upgraded the graphics card.
Right, here's the thing. I would think with your creativity in that you create these costumes, that you would love to mod a case, to do a case mod.
Mm-hmm. Probably, yeah. To make it look all cool. I mean, I was sitting here looking at yours and going, see, what if you, like, for me, I use lots of Worbla or thermoplastics to create my stuff. And I know that your accents are wood, right?
That was actually acrylic. And what I did is to emulate, bring this thing over here again. If you can see the dry bait covers, just acrylic sheets.
Okay.
And it was just an opaque black, and I just took a Dremel and went around the edges, and just, you know, when I do paint here in the shop, what I'll do a lot is I'll take an aerosol can of spray paint and spray it on a piece of cardboard, just take a brush, and just use that as my paint palette.
Yeah, I've actually started, I did that with one of my recent cosplays was all armor. It was one of my first ones that was just all silver armor, and so I did paper towel where I sprayed it with paper towel, just painted it all black, and then rubbed on top of it, and it was like dry brushing, except, you know, a lot, you know, not, I don't know. It was interesting. It was a different technique, and I'm actually finding out that what I did was completely normal, but whatever, I was happy with it. You know, like I was telling you earlier that I'm not good at painting, so learning all these new ways to make it look good is like, I'm like, oh, it doesn't look like crap. Yay!
That's good. You think of anything you want to do a theme of?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I probably would have to. See, like, okay, if I think of anything that I'm obsessed with, it's Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's actually a Nickelodeon TV show.
Yeah.
But I have an obsession with the 4 elements specifically, or like the culture or the world that TV show has created. So even though it's not gaming related, it's one of those things that I think could make a gorgeous like theme for anything. Like, I want the tattoos. I want everything to be just the 4 elements in the Avatar universe. So with that, I feel like you can make something really gorgeous with that. I don't really know what, but that would be kind of what I would go for. If I thought of one thing like that I'm obsessed with, that would be it.
That would be cool. If you would like to see Lisa Luhu do a case mod someday and maybe bring it here and show it, or you can use the tools in my shop.
Yeah.
Post in the comments. And also, so where can people find you if they want to check out your stuff?
My Facebook page is Lisa Luhu Cosplay is the URL. I'm just Lisa Luhu though. I'm actually verified, so I'll have the little check mark next to my name. But I'm also on Twitter and Instagram. They're both It's Lisa Luhu, so ITS Lisa Luhu. And Luhu is LOUWHO, as in Cindy Lou Who from.
Of course.
The
Bridge.
You know, people actually think I'm a Doctor Who fan because of that, and I'm like, I am, but that's not why I'm named that. So anyway.
It's a good name. It's catchy and you remember it. Cool. Thanks for coming by the shop.
Thank you so much for having me. This was super fun.
Yep. And everybody check her out online and give her a like and a follow, and maybe we can get her back here someday and do some more projects.
Totally.
OG toboggan with us, so we're gonna hit the hill right by my house. I was lucky enough to inherit this toboggan when I bought the house. It's pretty cool. It's 6 feet long. Oh, by the way, if you're looking to do a military theme or just like a camouflage theme case mod, especially with these new Asus motherboards with the tough shields on it, which you can paint, RUSTOLEUM's got a new line of camouflage paints that are really awesome. They come in 4 different shades, and all you have to do is just go online, find a camouflage pattern, and make your own templates from cardboard and just spray paint. And there's no primer necessary for the base coat.
Dixie, get back here! You're not a sled dog!
Let's fire this thing up. I can still hear it. That's the loudest compressor I've heard in my life.
We've got Tristan Henderson here, the owner and creator of Further Performance Volkswagen and Tuning and Audi air-cooled Volkswagens.
Anything European.
Yeah. And this car is kind of like your mascot.
It is. I picked it up and it was white, and just all I could see was a blank canvas. And it needed to be GT3 RS green. So found Jeff Jones at Axiom Wraps, and he brought out his massive color books, and picked up a vinyl out of Europe, and bought the whole roll. And a week and a half later, it was not a white car anymore. It's stage 2, 2+ tune from APR, with the high pressure fuel pump and turbo back exhaust. It's got Bilstein PSS 10s, Audi TTRS front brakes, front mount or larger APR, all aluminum intercooler, H Sport sway bars, and a few other goodies. But it's a whole bunch of fun to drive, and yeah, and it's cool to be able to change the color of it without affecting the quality of the original paint, because stuff's only original once.
Exactly.
So it's been about a 2-year build, and just been having fun driving it. You know, drove it down to Georgia, drove the Dragon with it, and had a bunch of fun. Finally found the right wheels for it, the OEM R8 wheels, and yeah, just been enjoying it ever since.
Tristan also told me that Golf R is generating 380 pounds of torque. Combine that with the all-wheel drive, especially here in Minnesota with our winters, that would be a great all-around car for Minnesota. So, actually, I asked Tristan if I could highlight some of the other projects that his shop does at Further Performance, and he was interested in it. So it'd be cool to once in a while share what they're working on for their customers. They do a lot of really high-end, unique builds, and I did have an opportunity to go in their shop and kind of peek around, and yeah, there's some cool stuff going on. Now here I am back in the shop. It's a Sunday, and what I'm working on is finalizing a clear window panel for the Bitfenix Prodigy. At some point these will be listed in the store, and of course if they're listed and they're not in stock, you can always hit the notify as soon as they're in stock. I've still got to finalize the design, and oh, here's the thumb screws right here. Have them sent out to laser cutting so we can do clear version, smoked version, and maybe like UV green, red, blue, because I know that there is a variety of colors in the Bitfenix Prodigy cases. So let's see here. Oh, actually this will conveniently work. This is Greg's Bitfenix Prodigy from the Smart Computer Store, and he borrowed it to me so I could sort this out. Take a quick look at it. Oh, he's got a Madzu monkey badge in there. So yeah, that hasn't been finalized yet. It will be up in the store soon, and yeah, so thanks again for watching my vlogs. This was number 4, and I have got video footage from over the last year and a half that I've not had time to edit. So these vlogs is a great opportunity for me to share some of that content without getting into full-bore videos. And I know that a lot of you have been asking, when are you going to do another project build? It's just a matter of time. I don't seem to have time anymore. But I'm working with some clients right now on some projects. We're kind of going back and forth and working on arrangements. So there could be some really cool stuff coming up here. But if you're new to the channel and you want to see a project, go back to my video archives and you'll see projects spanning over the last 5-6 years. Especially check out the MZ1 build that I did with the Madzu. That documented everything from start to finish. So if you're interested in modding your case, custom computers, liquid cooling, especially hardline stuff,
go back into my video archives. They're all there. And I've got lots of tutorials that go back to 2005. Well, like the video I showed from my video vault in this video, that was when I first got into my workshop, and that pancake compressor. Of course I got rid of that, but it was great for doing full-blown audio assaults on noisy neighbors. There used to be this really annoying theater group that used to practice right out in the hallway, and I'd turn that thing on and they'd be gone. So I miss it for that aspect. And I promise that we're going to have another video from the guys from the Mod Zoo, Captain Curry Sauce and Mosquito. They've got another segment for their do-it-yourself water cooling series. It's going to be a new product from one of the companies they're going to highlight, and that should be hopefully next week. But I'm going to keep the vlogs rolling, probably try to get them out every week. And you always want to watch. You never know what I'm going to throw in there. It could be anything computer related. I'm just going to keep throwing curveballs at you. Like I said, I've got lots of footage of things. So thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, thanks for subscribing, thanks for sharing the videos, leaving your comments. This last weekend I actually took some time to respond to some of the questions on the videos, and that was great. Yeah, and if I haven't answered your question, I'm sorry. It's just a matter of finding the time. So, but at least it seems that I'm getting a system again for getting these vlogs out. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you out there, and have a great day.